Hello. I think this is live. I hit post test, but then I'm pretty sure this is already streaming live. Um, so welcome to cold full moon meditation, also the wolf moon. I know right now a lot of people are going through some seasonal depression, January blues, that type of stuff. A lot of colds and stuff going around. Our immune systems have probably taken a little bit of a beating. Um, and with the holidays, whether it's a hard thing for you or a joyful thing, or a non thing, there's a lot of activity around it, a lot of people, a lot of events, food that comes around, music, and then all of a sudden in January it just stops. And that can be a little disheartening. But it's okay because it's also looking forward to spring. It's also looking forward to manifesting what you want for the year, um, bringing things in, being open to receive. So I just want to check and make sure this is really live. Let's just see. Mm-hmm. I always have this issue when I do it on my laptop. I'm like, wait, is this live or is it not? It's confusing. Maybe it's not confusing. Maybe I'm just confused. Okay, so I think I am live. That's good. Okay, so I'll give people a few minutes to join me. But anyways, if you don't know me, I'm Johanna Erickson. I do hypnosis, hypnotherapy, Reiki, and intuitive readings. And I have a few other meditations here and on YouTube, some recorded hypnosis sessions. So if you have any questions or want to book something, go ahead and send me a message. Okay, and let's see, what else can I say? For people who do know me, I haven't been on doing meditations lately. I haven't had a voice in a long time. Whether I've been sick or, just hoarse from the dry air, it just hasn't been a quality where I want to jump on and share it or record anything. But finally, we're here. I've also had a lot of challenges and changes that I've been going through. One of them is I lost my car in a flood. It got totaled. And I had been saying I wanted to get a new car, and lo and behold, the universe heard what I said and made me get a new car. So that was kind of an ordeal. It's over now, and it's all good. Uh, it was it's a little amusing too, but I probably wouldn't be amused if if it was a more expensive vehicle. But luckily, it was something that kind of all worked out. So, with that said, when you manifest, make sure you're paying attention to details and not just throwing it out there, because, it is pretty powerful and you might get exactly what you ask for in a way that makes you wonder if you could have been a little more specific. But, anyways, getting ready to do the meditation. Hopefully, enough people are on, and if not, I'll post a replay too, and you can watch it whenever you have time. And only watch it if you're able to put your focus in it, not when your attention is elsewhere, especially if it's something that requires your focus. Definitely not when you're driving. But if you're available now, go ahead and find a space away from distractions, or at least most distractions. And you can either sit or lie down. It's your choice. Be comfortable, have water ready. It's important to stay hydrated. Be warm if you like to be warm. And as you ease into everything, just feel free to adjust your body in any way you need. This is your time. You want to enjoy it the way you prefer, not the way I tell you to. And just like that's your choice, anything I say, I'm just your guide. If you don't visualize what I'm saying or you go off on a different journey, that's absolutely okay. It's your journey. So as you settle in, start to focus on your breathing. Notice how it feels to inhale and to exhale. And whenever you exhale, notice that your body naturally relaxes. It's a signal from your nervous system to relax, to just ease into things. It happens automatically. Your subconscious controls that action, but when you put your focus into it, you can really start to feel the benefits. You can start to control the breath, understand it more, notice how it feels. I like to say when I do hypnosis that it's almost like when you wear shoes, that sensation of having shoes on your feet, you don't notice it most of the day. It's not something you're focused on or aware of, but as soon as you put your awareness into it, you can notice the sensation of shoes on your feet. So breath is like that too. It's important to be aware of it. It's important to connect with it. It's one of the best ways to create space and be able to take a step back and observe things from a different viewpoint. Think of solutions instead of focusing on problems. Just knowing that you do have that internal system, that if there is a need for you to react in any type of emergency, it is available to you. But most of the time, there's no emergency. We're just trained to feel like there is, and we focus on our inhalation, and that's the opposite of how to relax. So just take a minute and notice how it feels to focus on exhaling. See how it's different, and use that as a tool throughout your day, you know? Whenever things get too overstimulating, too overwhelming, just drop into your breath, even if it's for a few breaths. And find that calm. Speaking of finding that calm, let's go ahead and close your eyes if you haven't already. Begin to bring your thoughts inward, your focus inward. It's your time. I'm just going to turn the camera so that I don't focus on myself and I can get really into it, because I'm watching myself and I don't want to. So here, let's give you this. I'm going to turn down my lights. And you should have your eyes closed anyways, but this is for my benefit. You don't have to have your eyes closed, that's your option. But as you're settling in, I'd like you to start to think about relaxing your body, one area at a time, starting at the top of your head. Feeling like a warming sensation, moving down, relaxing your eye muscles, your face muscles. Relaxing the back of your head, relaxing your jaw. Your teeth are relaxed and unclenched, jaws completely unclenched. Even your tongue is relaxed. Sometimes we hold tension in that area without even noticing. It's important to remind yourself to unclench your jaw. And that sensation moves down into the muscles of your neck, relaxing, releasing. Moving up and over your shoulders, down your arms, and out your fingertips. Just melting away stress, tension, or worry. And that sensation continues into your upper back, moving down into your lower back, just melting away stress or tension. It also moves through the muscles of your chest, opening your heart center, releasing, relaxing, moving down, relaxing your digestive system, giving yourself a break. Your physical body needs a break. It deserves a break. That sensation moves down into your hips and your lower body, melting down into your legs and past your knees, into your right calf and your left calf. Melting down into your ankles, slowly moving into your feet, and everything that bothers you, everything that's bringing stress, tension, or worry just melts down right out of the bottom of your feet as you ease into relaxation. And if you're new to guided meditations, see if you can go into it with an open mind. It's not a test. There's nothing you have to be thinking of or not thinking of. There's nothing you have to be visualizing or feeling. It's your journey. The point is to connect with your inner self. And just by taking time for yourself and saying yes to you, you are already connecting with your inner self. And speaking of taking a break, we're going to imagine ourselves taking a little break. Imagine you're on a vacation, somewhere warm, sunny, but it's not a beach. There might be a beach nearby, but this is a forest. And the trees are bright and lush green, and the grasses as well. And the day is perfect just for you. The weather is perfect. The perfect temperature of warmth, perfect type of breeze. Maybe it's a nice, gentle, warm breeze that just tingles your skin as it breezes by you. Tickles the leaves of the trees and you can hear the gentle rustling. And on this day, it's also the perfect time of day for you. And you notice you're wearing the most comfortable clothing. You feel completely at ease, completely relaxed. And you look around and you notice a path in this forest. And you might be wearing shoes or you might not. And if you're not, everything feels comfortable. Nothing will bother you here. It's a safe place. You walk along this path, just noticing everything around. Notice the different shapes of the trees, the different colors of leaves. And eventually, as you're walking along at an easy pace, and everything about this is easy, nothing is hard or strained. You start to notice that your breath feels so much more relaxed and so much more refreshed. And there's more and more trees. And as the trees become lusher and more dense, you start to notice that what happens is there's more oxygen. There's a concept called forest bathing. And one of the purposes is because trees have a lot more oxygen than what we're used to when we're away from them. So just walking through the forest, the benefits will last so long, sometimes even up to 30 days. And being in nature, being in the forest is important because it's made up of some of the same elements we are. It's the same energy. It's just connecting with something that's real. And disconnecting from everything that isn't. Reminding yourself that you're connected, never separate. As you're walking along, you notice The path veers off to the right, and there's a little opening, and you see this cute little hut. And there's a sign on the door that says changing station, and you're wondering what that's about. But then you look over to the left and you see a hot spring. And that hot spring is the perfect temperature for you, and it looks so inviting. So you go into the changing hut, and there you find something you would wear into that hot spring that makes you feel comfortable, relaxed, whatever is there, or maybe not there. Maybe it's just you and nature. But it's your choice. And however you're comfortable. You go and get into that hot spring. Before you do, you touch it with your finger just to test the temperature. And as you feel the water, you notice the ripples in the water. You notice how it feels. It feels fresh, healing, inviting. And so you go ahead and ease in. And inside of that spring, there's this comfortable rock to sit on. And it's comfortable because it feels natural. It wraps you in comfort. And there's even a place to rest your head. And as you ease into this safe, relaxing hot spring, this private sanctuary, you look up at the sky and notice there might be some wispy clouds just kind of mingling together, blowing around in the warm breeze. But most of all, you notice the sun shining down, warming your face, warming your head, warming your skin, warming your soul. And you close your eyes and just allow this wonderful sun and this wonderful warmth and feeling of connection to resonate throughout your body. And as it does, it starts to repair and renew cells, healing and easing anything that bothers you. And the best part about this relaxation is that you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing but breathing and just being connected. And as you're there doing nothing, you start to think about being open to receive all that's there for you. Being hopeful and trusting that there's so much that's there for you. Not only is it coming in the future, it's already yours. It just hasn't met you yet at the right moment, but it's there waiting. It's right around the corner. Being open to receive means putting less effort into desiring, less effort into making it a reality. It's literally about taking a break, taking a step back. And I know that sounds strange with January just starting and motivation being a focus for most people. But it's okay to be motivated to do a little less sometimes in some areas. And some people might say, well, there's no way I can afford to do less. I'm so busy. I have so many things to do. And yeah, a lot of us do. And that can be true if you choose it. You can choose to focus on doing all those things. Of course. You can also choose to say no to all of them, some of them, even if it's for a short period of time. And you know why? Because you're in charge of that. There's effects from maybe taking a step back, but that's okay. Everything will be okay if you're trusting yourself and trusting when you need to take a step back Maybe even noticing what things might not even really be necessary. There might be some things that you decide you need to do that could maybe be offloaded onto someone else, or maybe they actually don't need to be done. If your to-do list is really, really long, is there something that you've been doing just out of habit that might not even be necessary anymore? A lot of times we do create habits, and we do create these objectives for ourselves. And it's important to take a step back and look at them once in a while too. And see if we can do less in a few areas, because that opens up space to do more in areas of joy. To do more of saying yes to you. And as you're there in that hot spring, just feeling so relaxed, so natural, so warm. You imagine something that you truly desire, and imagine doing less to obtain it. Just calling it in, knowing it's already meant to be yours. It's already there for you. And all you need to do to receive is just allow and not question and not continually check in on it. You've already planted the seed. You've already nurtured it by giving great detail, and go ahead and visualize it. Visualize the moment, how you feel when that thing comes true to you and the right timing for you. Engage with the feeling of joy that it brings you. And find space for gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, gratitude for abundance, gratitude for receiving, gratitude for the sun, even when you can't see it. If you shift your thoughts to gratitude, good things will happen. And if you shift your thoughts away from anger and resentment, good things will happen. Holding on to negative things is just a way that traps you and keeps you stuck. And it's not even about the other person. It's about you. It's about creating a space where you can grow and you can receive and you can have more moments of joy. And you're visualizing this thing that you really want, that you're open to receive, and therefore it's coming to you, it's already yours. And you imagine the moment when you receive it, and you really feel that image. Hold it into your mind and really connect with it. And for a moment, just imagine yourself surrounded by the feeling when this happens. Inside, outside, all around. Maybe even allowing a smile to come to your face. And you start to notice that you feel so connected, so supported. You start to think about the illusions we have of separation, So often we sit alone and compare ourselves to everyone else who might also be sitting alone, comparing themselves to everyone else. And a lot of what we're comparing or thinking about might not even be a full story or a full picture. Because you can't understand someone's pain unless you're that person. But you can see their joy. And it's okay to be supportive, it's okay to strive for more. But comparing doesn't make sense because you're a different person than anyone else. And that's the way it's meant to be. As you start to drop this illusion of separation and know that you're connected to everyone and everything, you feel supported. You feel energy rising, motivation, hope. And you're doing it all by doing less, by taking a break, taking time for you. And maybe not all the time, but sometimes, and maybe even most of the time, less is more. And in this month, the dark months, the colder months, maybe give yourself permission to just cozy up in a blanket sometimes, to just cozy up in some warm socks with a cup of tea or hot cocoa, whatever it is you like, water. Just enjoy. Whether it's something you like to do, like reading a good book, or maybe a craft, drawing, a puzzle, anything that can bring you more joy. And anything that can shift your mindset and shift your thoughts. And a lot of those things that bring you joy do that automatically. Even if you don't want it to. If you're stuck in a rut and you're, buckling down and I'm so angry, I'm so frustrated, I'm so having a bad day, whatever it is, but you do one of those things, it's going to change your thoughts whether you want it to or not. It's going to unstick you from that. Give yourself a good 15 minutes of doing something that brings you joy. Take a bath, do a puzzle, some coloring, some art, whatever it is. Calligraphy, writing letters, listening to music. Find your thing and allow yourself to do it. 15 minutes, that's okay. You can put your tasks aside for 15 minutes. Unless you're on an important deadline, you know, you're the boss of you. But you can also say yes to you. You can say yes to you and no to certain things, and only you can control that. Even the busiest person in the world still has the power to control that. And as you're there in that hot spring, just soaking up all of this wonderful sunshine and the wonderful minerals from the earth, breathing in the oxygen-rich air, forest bathing. Start to think about someone in your life that you wish you could thank, that maybe you haven't offered gratitude to lately, and just imagine in your mind offering them gratitude. Wishing them joy. And sending these things out is a great feeling because we are connected. And maybe think of one person that you weren't kind to recently. And imagine offering them an apology. And wishing them peace. Wishing them joy. Yes, even if you don't like them, that's okay. Even if they're annoying, that's okay too. Even if it's me, that's okay too. And now, imagine someone you've done something kind for recently, and imagine them offering gratitude to you. And see what comes up. It might be something that you weren't even thinking of or remembering. But naturally just see what comes through. And they offer you wishes of joy and peace. And now think of someone who isn't physically around you, but you really, really, really wish they were. And connect with the feeling that you would have if they were there with you. Just connect with that feeling as if they're right there, as if there's no such thing as separation. Whether they're on this earth plane or not. Feel it into your heart center. Feel and allow emotions that come up. Be patient with yourself. Honor how you feel when you feel it. Go ahead and offer them a message of gratitude for the times you were together. Offer them messages and wishes of love and peace. And feel the return from them of the same. Allow yourself to be comforted by the connection that can never be lost. Asking if there's any messages for you, anything you need to know from someone you care about, from your inner guidance, higher self, whatever you connect into. Go ahead and gather any remaining messages or information, feelings, sensations. Whatever it is that comes to you, even if it's nothing, even if it's colors, words, anything is fine. It's your journey. and everything is okay. When you open your eyes and look up at the sun again, just noticing those wispy clouds dancing. And you feel renewed, hopeful, peaceful. You feel joy, connected, supported, loved. You go ahead and get out of this wonderful hot spring, just knowing you can connect with this beautiful sanctuary anytime you choose. And as you walk back over to that changing station, your footsteps are lighter, more positive, more grounded, supported. And you change back in to your comfortable clothing and you're instantly dry. Everything is magical here. And you notice that your body feels softer, less stressed, lighter. It feels different. It feels more positive, more energetic. And you look back at that beautiful hot spring and you notice the colors are so calming and peaceful. And you take that image with you and you walk back through the forest, this time with a spring in your step, with hope in your steps, joy in your heart. And you notice the trees, you might even touch them with your fingers as you walk by, just offering gratitude for nature. You come back to the place where you started on this path. And you just notice how your breath feels, how things feel now. And at this point, if you've already drifted off to sleep, that's okay. If you plan to drift off to sleep, go right ahead. And this is the place where you would probably turn this off or turn it down. But if you choose to come back into awareness, I'll bring you back in a few moments. But for now, just enjoy these last few moments of this peaceful relaxation. It's a gift you've given yourself. In a few moments, I'll count from 3 to 1. And at the count of 1, you'll come back feeling fully awake and aware, positive and peaceful, and aware enough to complete any task that you have the rest of the evening. Carrying with you positive suggestions of connecting with joyful moments, connecting with things that can help you shift your thoughts. Remembering the breath as a tool to relax. And take a pause. And 3. Starting to notice sounds outside of the room you're in. And 2. Starting to notice more sounds inside of the room you're in, besides my voice and this music. And 1, taking a deep breath in, deep inhale. Focusing on your inhale, that will bring you into energy, raising your energy and your awareness. Opening your eyes if you haven't already. Stretching out fingers and toes in ways that feel natural to you. Coming back, taking a sip of water if you have it. If not, make sure you get some soon. It's important to stay hydrated. Coming fully back into awareness, awake and aware, alert, positive, calm, peaceful, motivated, joyful. Thank you for joining me. Hope to be doing more of these soon, getting back into the flow of things. I hope you've had a wonderful start to the year and that you continue to have a wonderful January. Thank you. I always have a hard time knowing how to turn this off, so just bear with me, but eventually it will be off. Let's see, that's not it. It's gotta be somewhere, huh? Let's see, maybe it's over here. Ah, I think I got it.